Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I got another Realm Season 4 episode for you. This is episode number 6 and second to last episode that we're probably going to do in season number 4. And the reason for that is I'm right now to the point where I'm just grinding. So what I wanted to show you is my current progress, what I'm currently working on, and just basically how I'm doing and my strategy for the last week of the season. And then give you an update. And plus, once we get through that, I'm going to go ahead and only do one more episode in the season, and that's going to be at the end of it. Probably about a week from now, I will go ahead and jump back in here and give you a quick update on where I finished, and basically my thoughts and my lessons, my lessons learned from this season. It's been a fun season. It's definitely been the best results I've ever had. I'm actually doing way better than I expected. But before we jump into my progress, let's go ahead and I wanted to give you an update. This video will be coming out Friday morning. So this evening, Sunday evening, I wanted to give you all a heads up that the last global event for season 4 is going to kick off. It's going to last 2 days. And this is probably one of the more fun ones. The other ones are fun because you get some progress. You get quicker missions so that you get a lot more missions in there. You get higher XP. Those were fun, but this one is a competition. Basically, you are randomly put into 4 different teams, and you're competing against each of the teams. Again, you cannot select what team you get picked in, so you may get the luck of the draw, or you may not get so lucky. Last season, I did not get so lucky, but I was also not super prepared. So I'm not sure how much I helped the team. This year, I'm a lot more prepared, and whatever team I get, I'm excited. So good luck to everybody. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to run missions. Every mission that you complete, that's an event mission. You get a certain number of points for your team, and at the end of the competition, there's prizes for each of the 4 teams. Obviously, the winning team gets the best prizes, but everybody gets some sort of reward throughout the season. If you want to know the details, go ahead and jump over to the Realm Discord. Not going to go through all of them. I just wanted to make sure that you're aware that it's coming up, and it's probably the most fun out of all the events this season. In addition to that, they did drop some details as far as season 5 goes. I'm going to do a full separate video on that closer to the end of this season, probably closer to the beginning of that season. Then the thing to note with that is that it's going to be 5 weeks long, and they keep talking about that there's going to be a lot of new additions to that. So keep an eye out for that video. Lots of cool things coming up for season 5. But I digress. Let's jump back to season 4 and let you know how I'm doing. I am recording this on Thursday afternoon, evening, depending on where you live. And we have about 1 week left. So let's jump back over to the game. Last time we talked about it, I just got into South America. My goal was to get in the top 50. If I was lucky, I was going to get to level 23, so I could go ahead and get that. If you're not familiar with it, at level 23, you get a helper, which I think is always neat, having an additional helper in there. Since then, what I'd focused on, as I told you before, I focused on getting some factories in place and leveled up. In addition to that, I also put in a transportation. I put in a second research lab, which has been a huge help. If next season, I'll probably try and get the research lab in there earlier, because it's been nice to be able to do 2 researches at one time. My progression has been much quicker. And then I also put in there a vault so I can get some additional resources. Right now I have 18, my max is 18.8. I am not going to go any higher than that. I decided once I got to this point, once I got to the 18,000 range, I'm stopping with the building up the storage and really stopping leveling up a lot of things. So the last few days, I think my last recording was on Monday. I've been grinding missions, non-stop grinding missions. I think I was in the 80s. I should have checked. I can't remember correctly. But I am doing a lot better than I expected now. Right now in the Silver League, I am number 23. Yeah, that's a whole lot better than I expected to be at this point. I'm very close to jumping up to 22. Probably, I don't have any missions running right now, and I'll show you why here in a second. But I jumped up considerably. So I definitely think that I'll make it in the top 25 there. I'm sorry, top 50. There is a whole week left. If I'm close enough to the 10 rank, I'll go ahead and push for that, but I'm not going out of my way for that. The main thing I want to get to now is level 23. So I'll probably push really hard for level 23, especially with the event that's coming up here on Sunday. And if I get to level 23 and I'm close to rank 10, then maybe I'll push for top 10. And the reason why I may want to go to top 10 is instead of a rare piece of equipment, I would get an epic piece of equipment, which is nice. Plus you get the different statue. But I think I'm as long as I get to 23, I'm going to be okay with being in the top 50. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You'll have to check out in a week from now once the season's over and I do another video, see how I ended. So that's where I'm right now. I'm ranked 23. I know there's a number of people that watch these videos that are in the close range. So if you're competing against me, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're ranking. Let me know how you're doing, what you're focused on. Also, I just, probably about an hour before this video, actually less than an hour before I started recording this video, I opened up Europe. And the one thing I did want to notice, because I heard it mentioned in the comments or in the chat down here in the bottom earlier today, just so you're aware, once you get to North America and continue to go up, you're building slots. You see how in Africa and in Asia you have the full 8 slots around the headquarters. Once you get to North America, you lose 2. So that's the maximum there. This is level 5. Oops, this is level 5. The headquarters is 5. Then once you get down here, it's the same way. You have 6. But now that I'm over in Europe, and I just realized this, when you open the headquarters and you install the headquarters at level 1, you have no additional slots. That's different. That's different than every other region. So every time I upgrade, I get 1 slot. So I'm on level 2 right now, and I've opened a slot. I went ahead and did transportation just so I could produce resources. The next 2 slots that I open up are probably going to be housing, so I can increase my helpers, really getting ready for this weekend's event so I can have a ton of helpers on call in case I need them. And then the last slot, I'm deciding whether I want to do another factory or if I want to do something else in that last slot. We'll obviously figure that out when it gets there. But the main things I want to get is 2 more houses and then continue to upgrade this transportation. As I mentioned, I literally just put it in there less than an hour ago, so we are leveling those up. And we're going to continue there. My main strategy for the last week of this event is to grind. And that's why we're not going to have any more videos until the overall season is complete, because grinding can be obviously repetitious, pretty boring. So I'm not sure if it really makes much sense. But I'll go ahead and give my overall thoughts at the end of the season about what I did right, because there's definitely some things I think I did much better this season, obviously because my results are a whole lot better. And there's some things that I can improve for next season, especially since we're going to have an extra week next season that makes some adjustments to the strategy. But I'm pretty excited. Assuming everything continues to go as it is, I'll make it in the top 50 pretty easily. I'll be able to move up to gold next season. And then it's going to be a whole lot more of a struggle because there's a lot of good people in gold. As far as my overall global rankings, I am 125 out of everybody that's playing Realm right now, which is pretty good. But you look at these people in gold, whew, I don't know how they're doing that. That is some crazy numbers. I'm just over 2 million. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling down. Yeah, I guess I can't get down to me. I'm in the next. I'm just a little over 2 million. There it is. I'm 2.2 million. And there's people with 32 million. That's insane. If you are out there in 32 million and you're watching my channel, please let me know in the comments down below. Give me some suggestions. I want to get up to your numbers. Obviously, they have a ton of 5-star leaders. I have 4. I actually had to pull one of my 4 stars, my only 4-star, and put it in the Europe leader. So that's one thing I'd like to do before next season is get one more 5-star. The other thing I've noticed is I'm using a lot more of the active bonuses since the last video that I've done. I didn't see this the last time. If you go into store, all that titanium that you get, there's not a ton of use for it other than the technology. And I got a few up to 15, but most of them are at 13. But another use for that titanium is here in the boosters in the store. You can use that to buy the salary increase. And then with that salary increase, you can buy some of the other boosters. That helps. Right now, my active boosts are, I have cost reduction for the training speed because I'm grinding, salary boost, and just the league salary boost. That's just from overall from making it to Silver League this past session. All right, so that's where I stand right now. Again, it'll be another week before I drop another video to let you know my results. If you are curious at all, go ahead and let me know or ask me in game, or you can just check out my rankings, see where I stand. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing, what you're focused on, and what are the best things that you've done this season. If it's your first season, what do you like about it? If it's your second or third season, how do you continue to improve? Let everybody know. We're all here to help each other to try and get as good as you can in the game. But we obviously also want to do some competition in the rankings. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you're all enjoying the Season 4 of Realm, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.